self-centered. Let's talk about it. Overweight, hypertension, backache, leg ache, um, sleep deprivation, liquor, partying, um, early mornings, late nights, bad diet, fried foods, eating fast, digestive issues, sometimes things like smoking. Um, Man, what am I talking about? I'm just talking about things that I thought, conditions, dis-ease, that I thought just came with the territory of being in this industry. And there are other industries that have similar situations that are like service providers. I had family, man, that was in the skin art or tattooing business, and we often talk about how it's very similar and how these industries can really attack your body and kind of beat you down. But the title of this video may have thrown somebody off because I'm truly not talking about being conceited or arrogant or self-absorbed or self-centered in the way that we most commonly know. What I am talking about is centering yourself. We're in the service business, guys. We are asked to, for 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day, 40, 50, sometimes 60 hours a week, sometimes 6 days a week, you know what I mean? For 10 years, 15 years, some people work as far as 20 years in this industry on our feet. You got situations, or we got professions like nails, or maybe some spa services that you're seated at some time, but for the most part, man, barbers, hairstylists, people in the beauty field, man, we're on our feet. And there becomes this lifestyle of there becomes a lifestyle that a lot of times is not very healthy. And I am literally today leaving something that I've begun to do, sparked by my wife. I'm be honest, something I always wanted to do, but again, I just convinced myself for so long. I didn't get really involved in wellness or taking care of myself till, man, if you count the years that I was barbering, probably over 12 to my 12th or 13th year into being in this business. I was like mid 30s, man, before I really started to take care of myself. And there were signs that were happening that I had to wake up and realize I was overweight. I'm still scaling down my weight to get to optimal health or to optimal fitness. But I was really overweight, where it began to deal with my circulation. It began to deal with my sleep. There was, I never got tested for it, man, but I could have easily probably been pre-diabetic because of what I was doing, eating wise, sleeping wise. I wasn't working out at all, man. And I was just living this go, guys, literally, man, I was waking up in the morning. It wasn't nothing for me to hit Chick-fil-A every morning, or McDonald's, chicken, egg, and cheese with the hash brown. Let me get that sweet tea. I need that, or the Coca-Cola. I was just rolling. 4 or 5 days a week, man. It wasn't nothing for me to function in that way. Of course, man, we're rolling fast. We're doing appointments all day long, especially if you're a really busy stylist, you know what I mean? And that's what everybody wants to become, right? So when you become to get busy and you're doing 8 to 9, 10 people a day every day, you know what I mean? When you become that type of hairdresser, man, you could really get lost and get disconnected from your own health. You could really, oftentimes it's really tough, man, to get into a gym or to get some cycle of fitness, because we're givers, and it's not like we're trying to hurt ourselves. We have just really submitted over into giving to people, to serving people, that we are not serving ourselves. We are not taking care of ourselves. We're not centered. You know what I mean? We're not filling up the tank in order to pour into other people. We have lost sight of that. I know I did. And many of us have the same profession. For those of you all that have been hairdressers for a long time, or beauty professionals, man, or barbers, you know what I'm saying, and you came up in this industry, man, with a real sense of health and self and taking care and wellness, man, I commend you, you know, and hats off to you. And I encourage you to just spread that, as even when we don't want to hear it, because a lot of times hairdressers don't want to hear that, you know what I mean? But I encourage you to just pour that into your peers or co-workers or staff if you're a salon owner. It's something that is a problem, man. Again, I'm leaving today a monthly massage and spa service, right? Today I actually had like deep tissue massage, you know, focusing on my back, my legs, my feet, you know what I mean? My shoulders, my spine, and also I'm beginning to work on my skin. You know, and let me be clear, man, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a boy. Climbed trees, played sports my whole life, skint knee, bikes, you know. But I got into this industry and I'm around estheticians. I'm around masseutherapists. I'm around spa, you know, spa service providers. I'm around beauty. I'm around wellness. And it's just recently, man, in the last 5, 6, 7 years, that I really woke up and say, yo, I'm pouring into people. I've been responsible for the beauty in individuals for 15 years. And it's just recently that I said, hold up. You know, wait a minute. You know, I got to take care of me long term and make sure that I'm giving myself a real shot at being on this earth, man, as long as possible. And I began to be very conscious of what I ate. How many calories I was taking in. I began, and it was sparked by quite a few things, man. I got involved in a fitness organization, man, that talked about your diet. I went into it actually in considering promoting this particular product or in sales, but I really very quickly got involved or got interested and got almost obsessed with learning about your body and nutrition and what vitamins and proper nutrition and giving your body the right things, and how, like any other machine, right? You give it the right stuff, man. It'll love on your back, man, and give you what you need. And you know, my performance changed in the business when I began to leave sodas alone and leave really sugary drinks alone. And you know, you want to just tell this to everybody that's around you, but I realize everybody's not ready. They're not, you know, they feel like, you know, I could do whatever I want. You know, I remember, I mean, man, all through my 20s as a hairdresser, man, we was drinking, dude. We was drinking every night, you know what I mean? When Wednesday hit, we was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's just what you did, you know what I mean? The party promoters in the city, they was connected to hairstylists. You know, the models in the city, I threw a fashion show for 3 years, so of course you gotta have an after party and, you know, some popping bottles and all of this. You traveling all out of town, so after you do a show, at a hair show, look, you gotta get with the models later on and get with the crew and get with some other booth and, you know, people that were friends of yours. You got a party, you know what I mean? In Chicago, you know, in, what we was at? New Orleans or Memphis, man, you gotta go, you know, and that just became a lifestyle, man. Before you know it, man, you're 200 pounds, you're 200 plus, you having tingles in your finger, man, you're having digestive issues, you're having migraines, your skin is terrible. You go to the doctor, man, and again, that was another thing. Didn't even really go to the physician like that. I'm just keeping it real. I didn't do that for a long time, man, because I just felt like I was we get so convinced, though, we get to losing sight. Yo, you was an athlete, Ray, 20 years ago, bruh. You ain't up and down no basketball court like that, dog. You need to go see a doctor, man, and see what's going on and what you need to do. And I tell you, man, they want to start telling you, look, man, you got to get these numbers down, man. You got to get this cholesterol down, man. You got to get your blood pressure down, man. You got to, what are you eating? What are you doing? You know, and you begin to talk about, yo, man, you know, another problem that we had is even when we ate in the salon, we eating for 15 minutes, you know, 20 minutes. Something I had to learn to even begin to institute to my staff and try to encourage them, you know, get a good breakfast. Maybe bring your lunch so it doesn't, you don't have to make bad decisions during lunchtime, or block off lunch, you know what I mean? And listen, I have struggles with that as a business owner, as a stylist, and because you're like, man, I'll just eat later on, or man, let's just work through lunch. But you know, that's nothing that I believe in today. You know, we block off now. At one time it was an hour and a half, you know what I mean? But definitely now an hour. You know, that's something I encourage you guys to do, man. On your book, especially if you're doing online booking, just block off the 12 o'clocks from now to wherever. Block off 12 to 1, block off 1 to 2, and nobody's booked there. So at the very least, you can slow down the day, even if you don't get but 30 minutes or 40 minutes to sit down, you know what I mean? To slow down the day. So even if let's say if your 11 o'clock overlaps onto the 12:15, 12:20, you still got a good 40 minutes that there's nobody coming in the business. So you can really get a decent lunch. Guys, listen, I mean, nothing wrong with indulging at a club or late night, or even if you got a bar at your home, you know what I mean? But look, that alcohol thing is just, we gotta watch it if we want to be long term, man. We gotta watch sugar. You know, coffee's every morning. Coffee is almost synonymous now with jobs like ours, where we gotta go hard and get up. You know what I'm saying? And go. So let's just throw down a coffee. I mean, we even have a Keurig in our business, but I'll be honest, it's for the clients. You know what I mean? And I don't. Even when I get coffee, which is maybe a couple times a week, I try not to do as much sugar or something that's, you know, I just try to deal with less sugar as possible. I try to drink a ton of water. At least I try to get a close to a gallon a day, and it began to show, man. I'm looking on this camera. I mean, I had a facial done today, and she was talking to me about, yeah, fellas, a facial. Yeah, man. I mean, we got one face, one set of skin, bruh. You got one body, man. So I'm not playing no games no more, man. Pedicures, manicures, eating right. You know what I mean? I talk to dietitians. I talk to nutrition. I talk to people that's into fitness now. I mean, your body is your major investment, dog. We gotta work this body in the business that we do. We're in a labor position, man. So we gotta talking to people that are into wellness and health and fitness. But anyway, man, she was just telling me about certain things that I could do with my skin, you know what I mean, leaving away. And my wife is, you know, she's been on me for years, you know what I mean, about staying away from bar soap and things like that. Especially now, man, if I'm getting in front of people on camp. So, look, braces, you know, if you look at some of my older videos, you know what I mean, grill wasn't the best, you know what I mean? And it wasn't something that I was insecure about. It's just, my logic was, man, that's just how it is. I had some accidents when I was younger as far as braces in your mouth. You just go. It doesn't matter. But guess what? It does matter, man. We making money, man. Look, you could probably get a good spa membership. I have a membership, so every month I just go in like an appointment. Just like think about it. You're giving to people. What I'm trying to say with this video is become self-centered, man, and say, yo, you the star player. You the number one. I mean, if you got children, you got a spouse, if it's guys out there, you got a wife or you got a partner, whatever. You know what I mean? If it's women, you got a husband or a partner. You got to give to them, but your children, you got to give to them. But man, you can't, and this may be maybe male logic, you know. You can't really, sometimes I know women, some of the women that I work with, and I got into a big debate with one female. Well, man, you know, I gotta take care of everybody else first. And I told her, I said, well, maybe that's the guy in me that says I really can't do anything for anybody else unless I'm solid, I'm centered. That doesn't mean I don't love my people, man, but I gotta take care of myself. I gotta put the mask on my face in the plane first. That's what they tell you, right? Then help somebody else. So I would just encourage us, man, take a break. Slow down, man. Maybe give yourself a spa day. Maybe take a real vacation where you don't even take your phone. One thing I started doing recently on vacation is I don't even take watches, and I'm a watch guy. Even now, I don't have a watch on. It's crazy because I used to go everywhere with a watch, but now I don't wear them as much because it's kind of like, yo, if I'm off, today I'm off. Yo, man, I'm off. You know, let's kind of reset. I still have struggles with rest just because as an entrepreneur, as a thinker, you know, your mind is just running. Sometimes my best stuff comes at nighttime. But I'm learning to kind of chill out, man, and kind of, even if I'm not sleeping, to rest. Rest your mind, rest your body. Man, let's eat better, man. Let's get some green vegetables in us every day. It's important, dude. And I'm from the South. I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana. I grew up in Georgia. So I've been around food my whole life. You know what I mean? It's how we celebrate. It's how we eat at birth, we eat at funerals, we eat for if you get fired, we eat if you get hired, we eat if you're sad, we eat if you're happy, food, you know, and that's cool, you know, but it's listen guys, it's a killer. It's really hurting our productivity, you know, constant migraines and stuff like that, man. Sometimes that's directly associated with the kind of foods that we're eating. That's not normal, man. Pains in your arms and wrists, that shit ain't normal, dog. Don't lie to yourself. That ain't normal. You know what I mean? Constant back pains and, you know what I mean? Sleeping on the job, you always tired. I mean, you could work 8 hours and 7 hours, but you shouldn't be exhausted. I don't care if you are a little bit older when you get off. You still should have enough energy for your friends and family and stuff like that. But we're gonna have to work on our diet, guys. Let's get some wellness in our life, man. Let's get a massage therapist, dog. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a skincare specialist or esthetician. You deserve it. And look, let me encourage this too. Get somebody that's away from your business. This is just game. It's not, you don't have to do this. But if you're a barber, man, go to another barbershop and get your hair cut, dog. So you can rest and just chill out your mind and sit down. If you're a hairstylist, go to another salon. Come to me. Go to another salon and get your hair done away from your job. Stop, you know, we could do our hair and I could cut my own hair, you know what I mean, and shape up. But go somewhere else, man, that's separate where you can start to unwind and detach. You know, it is our life, it is our passion, but you've got to center yourself and to take care of you, just health wise, man. So I just thought about that today because I went in today, man, and got an hour and a half massage, man, and just, you know, I want to build a relationship with these folk and say, listen, I want you to work on my body. It's my number one investment. It's my number one tool. So, you know, my skin, I'm trying to do better with that and deal with maybe razor bumps, or, you know, she did extractions today, man. Get that. What she put on there today, man? The mint facial and the steam hitting you in the face. Yo, get that. You deserve that. You know what I'm saying? I asked her, like, what are you doing now? Well, that's the steamer with the glycolic treatment peel on your face while the steam is hitting you. Okay, while she doing the hand and the arm massage. Yeah, man, that's good money spent. Man, you don't need no more purses. You don't need no more sneakers, barbers. You don't need no more fitted, you know what I mean? I'm a 51, 59, 50 guy too. You don't need no more than that, man. Put some money into you, bruh. Put real vacations into you, man. Take care of you and yours. And I'm telling you, man, you're going to change. And another thing too, when you begin to take better care of you with food, with spa, with wellness, with if you deal with manicures or pedicures, with your body, with fitness, with service, when you get a great meal, you know what I mean, at a great restaurant, get service, you service people better. You service people better. You understand? You can take care of your guests better. I took care of my guests better when I began to travel and be somebody's guest. I understood what it meant, you know what I mean? Or when somebody comes to my home, I know how to be a better host because of what I've learned with travel. So you can take care of your clients better just by investing in you. I mean, today was a spa day, massage and facial at this particular a spa, but honestly, it was very much research and development too. I was able to ask questions, check out products, look at service, look how they treat you, look how they touch. You know what I mean? To take my services to more of a luxury experience for the guests. So again, man, self-centered. I didn't have any direct format on how I wanted to say this, but I think it's something we need to talk about. And I told you from the very beginning, man, I'm not going to just be talking about hair. I want to talk about hair, but I want to talk about better hairdressers, better salons, and better lives. And we definitely need to stop and put ourselves first, man. Give yourself a cap on how many people you take care of a day, man. I used to believe in that logic. 15 people a day, 20 people a day with no assistant, grind. I don't really like words like grind and hustle. Not in a way I used to think about it before. You still got to put in that work, guys, but I don't embrace words like that. Or if I do, I also love rest. I also love vacation. I also love pampering myself and taking care of me. And as far as fellas, man, I'm just keeping it real. It don't make you no less of a man, dog, to take care of you. I used to think that the first time my wife took me to get a pedicure, dog, I was fighting and screaming. I was like, man, I don't do that. I'm a dude, you know. I don't, you know. Somebody said, boy, you do hair? I'm like, well, I guess so. But anyway, I wasn't trying to hit nobody rubbing on my feet until instantly when the woman touched my feet, massaging my legs, man, dealing with blood, dealing with circulation, taking care of the tools that you stand on every day, it instantly clicked. This was some years ago. Yo, I should have been getting this done. I should have been on a massage table. I should have been taking care of my skin, all the sprays and oils and stuff that we dealing with. I should have been, you know, get a connection with a dietitian, some type of meal plan. I should have been got a gym membership, man. I'm the number one player. And I can't do nothing for Miss Ann or Miss Susie or none of them clients, man, if I don't take care of me. And ultimately, guys, it'll just shorten your career. You know what I mean? I'm beginning to get myself in really good shape, and I'm excited about what's going to happen. I don't know what this will be, man. It may even spark a whole different thing inside of Torgano Education, man, focusing on a healthy hairdresser. That's an idea. But I know I'm giving myself more years if I choose to be behind the chair educating on the back end. You know, I just know I'm doing that. And I know that health issues is one of the main things that stop us from doing our passion, man. Our bodies just can't take it anymore. Well, what happened to Miss So-and-so? I remember she was doing hair at this, man. She had to close down because her body, carpal tunnel, you know, back issues, neck issues, spinal, pinched nerve, diabetes. She just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it no more. You know what I mean? I don't want that for you. I definitely don't want it for myself, man. So I just encourage you guys, man, just make yourself a number one priority, man. I didn't do it for a long time, man. And now I don't play any games, man. I'm very conscious of what I eat. Even mental health, man. I'm very conscious of what I listen to, conversations I have. I'll walk away from a miserable person so fast. I'll cut them out my conversation so fast. Man, you miserable, dog. You know, I'm good with all of that. Nah, stay over there, man. I'm good, man, because mental health, physical health, I mean, that's so important for us to give more and more to our clients every day, guys. So consider that, man. Become self-centered, man. Not conceited or snooty or bougie, that kind of self-centered, but put down what's most important to you with health, with diet, with fitness, with wellness, in particular wellness, man. I really enjoy the service today, and I'm like, yo, I want this every month, man, to take care of me, because I'm all I got. You just get one body, guys. You just get one body. You can't go buy another body. This is it. So take care of yourself, guys, while we're trying to take care of all of our people that come to the business.